I spent the whole year waiting for summer to come up, but once I got older, I feel like summer just passes me by and I barely make the most out of it. Phineas and Ferb would be so disappointed. I woke up today and realized it's already the end of June and I haven't painted a single thing, and it was time to change that. So I made a small sketch just to have an idea of how I wanted things to look, and then did a bigger version so I could transfer it to the canvas. If you know me, you know I'm more used to paint with watercolors, so my approach to acrylics is very similar. I always start by putting some water in the canvas and then I start blocking the shapes with very diluted paint. In the beginning, I don't let the paint dry between layers so I can blend the different shades like I do with watercolor. I'm still trying to figure things out when it comes to acrylics. I only recently started to enjoy working with them, so painting with this medium is always a process of discovery. Last year, I started this series of blue paintings inspired by the sea and the stars. Being born and raised in Portugal, I always had a strong connection to the sea. It's an enormous part of my country's culture. As I grew older, I started to consume more Portuguese books and music, and that connection between me and the sea was reinforced, and it became a source of inspiration for my artwork. I could talk more deeply about the concept, but I'll leave that for another video. There's still a lot of ideas around this theme that I would like to explore, so when I'm ready, I'll make a video talking about it. As I get more used to acrylics, I start to realize that they are way more flexible than watercolors. I can easily modify the painting and change things during the process, while with watercolors that's kinda impossible. If mistakes happen, I have to assume it as part of the painting or start over. With acrylics, I can easily paint things back and hide little mistakes with new layers of paint, which makes the process way more experimental and less stressful than when working with watercolor. Back in February, I got tickets for a music festival and the day is finally here, so I have to stop painting and pack my bags because I have to go spend 4 hours on a bus. I got to Lisbon, dropped my bags at the hotel, sat in the sun for an hour, got in the venue, and this happened. When I got back to the hotel, I was exhausted, but I got to talk to a lot of cool people and saw some of my favorite bands live, and even though it all felt like a fever dream, I had a lot of fun. The next day I was still pretty tired, but I had to make the most out of my time in Lisbon, so I went to the aquarium. I hadn't been there since I was a kid, and it's always a magical experience. After visiting the aquarium, I was more than ready to finish that painting, so when I got back home, I sat down and finished it in one sitting. I had some doubts about the background and made some changes along the way. I'm not sure why I placed the boat right there, but this painted needed a boat. And even with all the little flaws, I'm really proud of how it turned out. After the festival, I was left with back pain and another reusable cup, so I painted it and turned it into the coolest pencil holder ever.